Hello, Victor Nygren here. I am thinking we are going to play some historical battles instead of just a campaign. Battle tournament is basically multiplayer, I think. I'm not really sure. Clicking here we can see there are no alternatives. It's like not functional in this mod. Custom battles have like lots of maps, as you can see here, and additional armies as well, like the Numenorians, with their whole army, including heroes like Isildur and Elendil, and some sellsword, mercs, free riders, etc., and Numenorian elite units, Numenorian axemen, Numenorian men-at-arms, Numenorian spearmen, king swordsmen, guardians of the crown, Numenorian archers, Numenorian cavalry, yeah. And I believe one guy at Total War Center has made like a custom campaign where you can play as this army, and it's very good looking. Also there is like a Lul army, like oh snap, what is this? And it has a lot of old characters like Stickman, the Princess of the Cosmos, Slimes, and from Dragon Quest I believe, and Spider-Man, Batman, even the Groom, the Bride, bending units, a car, a Land Rover actually, Delex, and even a M2A0 Bradley tank. It's a what if Lul faction just for fun. No faction. Unknown are the rebels, we can look at them as well. Yeah, they have lots of like bandits, done lendings, rogues, Haradrim's pirates, archers, goblins, war riders, slaves, hillmen, sellswords, easterling nomads, free riders, the lost sot, easterling nomads, basically mercenaries and rebel units. And then we have the playable factions. Yeah. War of the Ring is the campaign. You can play as all these factions. It's pretty vast. I want to play a campaign as Isengard, but probably with the update. The only thing I don't like with the update is the fact you can only recruit elite units from your main region of Isengard if playing Isengard. The rest will be like mercenaries and local troops. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that because I like Isengard because of their elite units. So it wouldn't be very fun to use a lot of mercenaries in their army, and goblins and orcs and such. So that's the only reason to play this version 3.0. But on the other hand, 3.0 has a lot of like bugs and issues that aren't fixed. So by using the later version, I will probably have those issues taken care of. We have also these factions. So there are a lot of factions too. Not as many as in third age, but still enough. Here are the historical battles. I thought we will play them. Ambush of the Wargs in 3019 BC. Maybe the years are totally wrong here because BC is before Christ, and yeah, they are probably not correct. Ambush of the Wargs. Ambush while marching into the Hornburg. Yeah, the Rohirrim was ambushed. Ambush of the Mumakil. Ambush of the Rangers in Ithilien. Yeah, that's when the Rangers attacked all those Mumakils and they captured Sam and Frodo and Gollum. Fellowship at Amon Hen. Ambush at Amon Hen near Rorus Falls. Yeah, that may be when Aragorn and Frodo and the others fight the Nazgûl, or it's Or it's the Isengard ambush when the Uruk-hai are attacking at the end of the Lord of the Rings first movie. Yeah. Fellowship at Weathertorp, fight against Nazguls at Weathertorp. Yeah, this is the fight against Nazguls. Amon Hen is probably the orcs attacking the Uruk-hais. Fellowship at Hain, at Holen, fight against Wargs near Moria. It was in the books, it wasn't in the actual movie. Forge of Isen, the first battle of the Forge of Isen. I see, not sure what that is. Helm's Deep, when Isengard is assaulting Helm's Deep. Helm's Deep multiplayer 3 versus 2. Siege of Hornburg at Helm's Deep. It's the same battle, but one is multiplayer. Yeah. Last March of the Ents. The last March of the Ents against Isengard. I can control Ents probably against Isengard, or control Isengard. Pelennor Fields, that's when they fight the orcs at the Pelennor Fields. And here we have another battle, multiplayer, Pelennor Fields, and the last alliance on the steps of the Mount Doom. I think we will start with the last alliance. It's first after all. So we can play as the elves, led by Elrond. They have some great units, like the King's Guard, the High Noldor Swordsman, High Noldor Spearman. Yeah, these are High Noldor units. They aren't in the campaign. They are actually, or they may be in the campaign, but they are like elite elven units. And we have their ally, the Númenóreans, led by Isildur himself. This is basically the battle of the intro of the first movie. Then we have orcs, more orcs, and orcs led by Sauron himself. And I can play as either the orcs or the good guys. So the problem is, which one should I play as? I always found the elves to be very cool. I will probably play one of the good guys to keep it true to the actual lore, and I will most likely I could probably play as the Númenóreans. We will play hard, difficult. No, we will play medium difficulty, because I am not used to playing historical battles. They might be hard. So we will play at medium. Yeah. Seems to be the right look on the battlefield as well. Start battle. Became very laggy now. Hope it will disappear. I had hoped to play this battle. Sucks if it doesn't work to be played. I can click on them, but it's very, very lagging now. That sucked. Exit battle. We'll test the elves instead. Vast alliance of men and elves fought against the armies of Mordor. Now we'll testing the Elrond army instead. Start battle. Yeah, now it worked. No lagging. Have the officer. We have another general here. King's Guard unit. Pretty cool units. High Noldor units. We have our human allies here. The Númenóreans. What came before the Kingdom of Gondor. Back when they were like half elves. And lived way longer than the modern Gondorians. Very good looking troops. Their general here, Guardians of the Crown. Yeah. Wonder if that is Isildur himself or not. Some guard and some banner carriers here as well. Yeah, so that's that army. Enemy armies. Mordor. We are facing here. Is this outside of Mount Doom, I wonder? Maybe. Let's move up here to take a look. Yeah, this is Mount Doom. It's outside of the map. We can't move up there, but we can see it. That is Mount Doom itself. So where is Sauron? He should be in one of the Mordor armies. There are 3 of them. Sauron should be here somewhere in the mess. Maybe it's too much to search for him in all of these troops. Kind of hard to see where he is. He should be huge, but still hard to see in this darkness. Here he is, Sauron himself. Sauron, looking at his army from a distance. So, our army, we place them on defense, guard positions like in the movie. Elrond isn't the leader, this guy is the leader. I have no idea what his name is. This is Spearman. We have 1 archer unit, loose formation. We have 2 archer units, and I give them both loose formation. And we will just let them stand there for now. And we'll see how this goes. We will hold our ground. Good, the archers are shooting from behind. Well, the armies are waiting for them to reach. Yeah, they have reached us. Huge armies. Look at this. 3 full stacks. Had this been Medieval 2, I wouldn't have been able to play it without epic lag. But there is no lag currently in this game. It's awesome. No lag and these huge forces. What are the humans doing? Fighting against the orcs, but not holding the line. I wonder why I couldn't play as them without everything lagging. Look at it from the Mordor side of things. Armies of Mordor amassing like crazy. Look at that. Zooming in. Sauron is far behind, letting his army do the job for now. Our swordsmen fighting against the lines of Mordor, and our archers shooting them from behind. No fiery arrows here. Archers are doing a good job killing them. This is crazy how many are moving here. Epic. The battle is going kind of well there. I'm playing at medium difficulty, so it's not the hardest difficulty, because I wasn't sure I would be able to win if I played very hard in an historical battle. However, I may not win this either. The humans will have to fight first. They could send in some troops to their help. Oh, Sauron is moving. The camera moved to Sauron for some reason. He's moving down now. I moved it back to my troops here. Great armies of Mordor. Crazy how many they are. Move in. That's fine. Move in all my troops against those lines. These are archers. My archers are continuing to shoot them. Lines holding pretty well for elite soldiers. Even though the army numbers of the enemy are huge. Crazy how many they are. Fighting at the steps of Mount Doom. Alliance of elves and men fought against the armies of Mordor. Sauron himself is present and now walking down. Here Sauron comes. It's not a joke when he arrives. Time for these guys to move in and do some more damage. Here we have some cool guys, the King's Guard, man. With the leader. That leader. It's not Elrond. Where is Elrond then? Elrond himself. I would like to see that guy too in the battle. There is Elrond himself. He actually looks like Elrond. Nice. So the armies are fighting here. Going pretty well. This is the last stand. Against evil armies. The second age, I believe. The Last Alliance was the name, now I remember. Yeah, Last Alliance. Will the good guys win, is the question. I have never played this battle before. I have never played historical battles before. I may have tested the one with the wolves when they attack the Rohirrim. I think I have tested that one before, but otherwise I haven't played them. It's pretty cool when you play the Free Peoples in the campaign. You actually get to play the story of the Lord of the Rings, sending Frodo with the ring and trying to take down Mordor, and you can fail, of course. Sauron has reached the battle. Shit, look at this. We'll send our archers against him. I hope to take him down with arrows. Look at that. Crazy. Long line here. Orcs have reached these Numenorian troops as well. Battle rages on. It's far from certain that we will win. Maybe I'm wasting my arrows on Sauron. Maybe he's immortal. In the campaign he's immortal if we are still holding 5 regions of Mordor. In this battle I don't know. He should not be immortal. Maybe we should focus the arrows on the orcs, and maybe automatically he will die if we hold out long enough. But I am trying to take him out by using arrows against him. But that way we may actually take down less infantry troops, because they have a huge advantage in infantry. And one of our arrows, one of our High-Noldor archers have already emptied their I forgot the name, but yeah, their cogs or whatever. Yeah, they don't have any more arrows. So Sauron is in the battle. Fighting continues. Isildur himself is marching here. Wonder where he is though. There is the king himself. King Isildur. We are sending in our troops against those guys. Do some more damage. These guys are really cool. King's Guards. These guys as well. Their armies are still vast. Looking at the battle statistics, we have killed 58% of them, they've killed 55 of us. So they are leading this battle, which isn't good. Let's fire on the orcs, because we need to kill more of them from a distance. If Sauron is still alive, we will skip him for now. If he's dead, however, then we've done a great job. Looking good this far. Archers are still firing. Sauron isn't dead. Maybe he's immortal, so it's better to fire at the orcs. They have some long distance troops there. That's not good at all. Kill the skirmishers then. Here is our archers who have no arrows left. They need to obviously attack. There they are. They have no arrows left. I'm not sure we will win this. Looking here, it looks kinda bad, really. They have killed 4% more of us. So it's not certain that we will actually win these historical battles. I have never played them before, and yeah, even if they are played at medium, they are still kinda hard to win. We'll test all of them, but we will not win all of them. Fighting continues. Sauron smashing troops. Too bad, it looks like we are going to lose this fight. This still was pretty large scale and epic, and I'm impressed it didn't lag one bit. That's impressive. Taking into account how large forces they had, like huge numbers of orcs. Look at this. Holy crap. And I have Sauron in the campaign when I play Mordor, so he will probably do some real damage. They are winning this, unfortunately. Elrond is routing. Only one left, so Elrond is dead. The Numenorians fighting bravely, but it's not looking good for them either. The Mordor troops seem to be winning this. Sad as it sounds. The alliance of men and elves weren't enough to stop the armies of Sauron. Hence there would be no Third Age. Yeah, and there died my leader. Gilgalad is dead. Some of my elven swordsmen are now running. Yeah, we are losing this. Probably will play the rest of the battles, historical battles, on easy, so we don't lose. Or at least I don't want to lose. Because historical battles are harder than ordinary battles in the campaign, because I don't control how many enemies there are on the battlefield and how many troops I have. And as such, the orders can be against me or in my favor. And in this battle they clearly were in the enemy's favor. So is Isildur still here? But is he alive, or is this just his bodyguard? He's still alive. Here is Isildur himself. There he died too. No, he's still here. There was someone else that died. Elendil died. He had the same model, I guess. But Isildur doesn't have much time left either. Because the Mordor Orcs have won this battle. It's obvious. Here we have another force. The Minoran Axemen holding their ground. But it's over. We killed 72% and they killed 88%. I think they won thanks to that Sauron hero. Isildur, yeah, he's dead. There lies Isildur, king of the Numenoreans. But he was a prince in this battle. I believe Elendil was his father. He took up his sword at the end of the intro in Lord of the Rings and cut off Sauron's finger. It didn't happen here. Maybe I have to use... maybe Isildur needs to be used against Sauron, but I am not sure how to beat Sauron in this battle, to be honest. Look at all these huge forces. Now the Numenorean Axemen are routing as well. I like the battlefield and the armies and the numbers of the Mordor troops. Awesome. But it was a hard battle. I could probably try to replay it in easy difficulty and see if I can win or not. Because I lost this one, that's for sure. Let's fast forward. Close defeat. Gilgalad, my army, had 578 troops deployed, killed 2,198, which is pretty good, but only 36 remaining. My allied army, Elendil, had 1,033 troops, killed 5,151, so the Numenoreans killed way more than the elves, and still we lost, and they have only 89 left. So the total kill count was over 6,000. And the elves, the orcs, they had Sauron with 1,974 troops. Then we had Officer Gaspike with 3,519 troops, and we had Officer Karagat with 4,559 troops. They killed only about 1,500 troops total. But that was enough to win. And yeah, they have not too many remaining. Like the first army have only 1,459 left of 4,559. And then the others, they have only about 826 left of 1,974, or 1,362 left of 3,519, so it's not enough. It's not a lot, I meant. Here we have the stats. Pro battle results. Save battle replay. No, I don't want to play it again. So that was the last alliance. Let's test some of the others maybe.